How does communism propose to handle issues of crime and justice? If you're curious about how communist systems approach crime and justice, you're about to get a detailed look into a unique and often controversial aspect of communist ideology. In a communist system, the traditional courts and justice mechanisms are significantly altered. According to communist theory, the old justice system was seen as a tool of the capitalist class to maintain control over the working class. So when communists took power, they dismantled these old systems and created new ones that reflected their class-based ideology. In the Soviet Union, for example, the communist government established what were called popular courts and revolutionary tribunals. These popular courts were designed to be controlled by the working class, with judges elected solely by the workers. These courts were meant to judge the exploiting minority, rather than the other way around, as was the case in the old system. The revolutionary tribunals had a more specific role. They were set up to deal quickly and severely with enemies of the communist revolution. These tribunals were part of the broader arsenal of the communist state, alongside the Red Guard and the Red Army, aimed at crushing opposition and maintaining control. When it comes to punishment, communist justice systems often focused on rehabilitation and making amends to society rather than mere punishment. For instance, instead of imprisonment without any productive activity, offenders were often required to perform social labor to make up for the harm they caused. This approach was meant to ensure that the offender contributed back to society in a meaningful way. For habitual criminals who posed a danger to society, isolation was used, but with the goal of providing opportunities for moral regeneration. This was a significant departure from the punitive approaches of capitalist systems, which often emphasized punishment over rehabilitation. The legal codes in communist states were also tailored to protect the socialist state and its ideology. For example, the criminal code of the Russian SFSR in 1926 prescribed harsh punishments for actions against the Soviet system, including resistance to communist ideology. This code was designed to safeguard the new social order and punish any actions that threatened it. In summary, communist systems proposed to handle crime and justice by creating class-based courts, focusing on rehabilitation through social labor, and establishing harsh punishments for actions against the socialist state. These mechanisms are designed to reflect the communist ideology of class struggle and the protection of the working class.